Okay, let's talk these markets now. SPY, we got going on the daily, came to this long-term trend line that we've been talking about, but this volume has not really picked up the way we want it to. You can see that it popped up, gave a little bit, which was great. I mean, for intraday guys, but for the swing trader guys, it's the volume is dying down. So you want to see this hold, this low hold. Again, I want to see it get above here before I get a little bit excited. In this region, it doesn't have to be exactly this point, but in this region, I could even draw another line, quite honestly, right here, and just say, listen, I wanted to get to this region first, or give me a higher low at least, and then I could say, okay, it could punch up. But until then, I'm not gonna, unless it's an intraday trade, I'm fine. But for swing trading, especially this per se, I would be very cautious right now. Small body candle, and these are actually the days you got to be really careful, because you could kind of get chopped up. You can see, let's do a 30-minute. You can see that this wasn't really a lot of price action. Usually, quite honestly, I'm actually proud of myself. I was down a little bit today, because usually these days I have the worst days because I'm trying to pick. I mean, nobody's immune. They're trying to get some trades and they see a setup versus saying, I've matured to say, I'll wait for my best setup, not just any setup. And that's what you basically have to define for yourself. And it's days like sideways days like today that can be bored. People short when they're bored, and then they get squeezed out, or they do something and just try to get some action. Say, all right, I'll try a little bit, and then they get upset that they are down, and they try to get it back, and then they end up being down, a couple percent, because they just couldn't say, you know what, I'm going to sit on my hands and go for a run or something and just wait. So QQQ. Same thing, volume dying down. We need to get above these levels, or at least pop up above, give us a higher low from these lows. So from here to, let's say, here, we could get that, and then we continue to the upside. IWM, actually, I mean, it looked good this morning. I mean, it broke this this downtrend line, which is kind of good so far. Testing that 200-day, but the intraday action seemed like it pulled a little bit, so it closed near the lows of the day. You can see basically from well, not even near the lows of the day, so this is not that bad. Again, I just want to see a higher low from there, because on the daily you can see it came down and it started churn again. Churning means that when it dips in, it never gives this separation, which is kind of better. I like to have it when it pops up, get the last pivots from here to here, then it goes back down, but then when it goes back up, it violates, it doesn't give you any type of separation. So if you look at this line, it goes down, it doesn't even come up close to this point, goes back down, cool. Starts going up, creeping up, coming down, then you start saying, is it that the bears are weaker, or is it that, what's going on? Because it's showing weakness from the bear side. So, let's continue. And again, we still have to look at these higher time frames. They don't look destroyed or anything, but again, you can see this has just been sideways. This was sideways. I mean, it's been good, but it tested the previous side and then rolled back over hard for a couple of weeks. So you got to keep those things in mind. The diamond, again, kind of the same action across the board, which was not much action. You did have some names that did look pretty good, and I will discuss them now. So Apple, I do like Apple, and told people that I liked Apple. A couple of people I sent down, a couple of traders that I actually talked to during the day. The reason why I'm not that active that much on Stocktwits and Twitter during the day is because I'm actually looking at my damn charts, and I'm not going to miss a trade because of a tweet or anything. Some of these guys are amazing, but I don't know if they trade or not, but I just can't have that volume and concentrate on what I need to do the most. So this did give, what was this, about $1, not even a dollar something, $1.50. So it moved up, almost that today. So or $1, so $1.25. So this looks good. It's already at 1-to-1. So this is really good regarding risk reward. Some people roll their stop up, some would wait, and again, I'm looking for it to break these new highs. I'm not looking to just get this little 1%, 1.32% move. That's not going to pay the bills over here. I mean, a 1-to-1 is fine, but I want 3-to-1, 2.5. I want 4-to-1, 5-to-1, and go from there. So another one that I had is Netflix that I told you guys about actually on the 28th, which is around here. And it's been moving pretty well. The options actually on the monthly The monthly 45 days, no, not September contract actually tripled. So I mean, some of these guys that I talked to, and I actually have a friend that trades for clients. I gave it to him, and a lot of his clients actually took it off because it tripled. But again, I'm looking forward to get there, and you can go on Twitter and kind of see my analysis for that. Facebook is just kind of trading sideways. I mean, people looking if it looks like it filled this gap already, but we just got to see where it goes from there. And these are kind of a tricky position because again, I would have probably taken the long here and just been kind of just waiting. I would have put my stop a little bit, probably like right here, like 71.30, and probably would have gotten, I don't think I would have gotten stopped out yet, but I'm not going to roll up that much, or I might roll up quite nicely or take the position off because it hasn't moved in 5 days from where I was looking to get in. So you have Google. Google might be setting up for short. Let's look at the weekly time frame and kind of see where we're going from here. And you can see again that this, remember I was talking about the separation before? You see I was just coming back in and kind of sloppy versus, look at this, it never really came back. Again, I don't buy the breakout, but you can kind of see each time it went and continued. So it gave separation from, this high when it pulled back one bar. And this is a weekly, so this might be the best one so you can see the price action. But you see how this kind of got sloppy going all the way down, then it gave you a higher low and then shot back up. Okay, it's kind of like that type of price action where you can see some type of separation from here, next dip later on top, next dip. Let me see if I can show you guys because it's kind of important. Let me look. Okay, so let's look at this price action. You guys see what I've got going on, and I'll use this one and just kind of take it up. So you see how it comes down, layers on into it, comes down, breaks above. You buy the dip, gets down, didn't even touch there, goes back up, gets in, layers in, comes back up. You never get another one really. I mean, maybe, but if you look at break new highs, it rolled down, up, under, came up, and then it kind of comes back, and then it starts getting a little shaky, and then now you see it rolling. So just look at how the separation is from the pivots or the breakdown, and I think that will give you who's winning sometimes, or maybe nobody's winning. You just want to stand down and see if you get some type of clarity. So again, that's a couple names that I had, and just trading well. We'll see what happens tomorrow. Take care.